We're going to start the recording right now. And good day, everyone, wherever you are. We hope you're having a great one. Well, here we are. This is SchreckTeck. I'm Rick Zanotti, and before we get going, the show is sponsored by www.synapseconnecting, as in your brain connecting.com, and www.relate.com. Those are our two sponsors today. And before we lose track of where we are, here is the lovely with new glasses, Gina Schreck. Hey, Gina.
How are you?
I am doing great.
Like, where am I? Before we lose track of where we are, where am I?
Yeah, you are here. We're here. Our synapses are connecting.
Our synapses are connecting.
And your eyes are connecting now.
Yes, they are. I can now see. I'm no longer blind, which is a good thing.
I just can't believe how thin they look and how they're almost invisible. And you've got lights on you.
They're the lightest glasses I've ever. I mean, they're so lightweight. And you barely feel them on, and then there's no frame on the glasses part, so you kind of don't see them.
That's pretty cool. Oh, there's no frame at all. Okay.
I mean, there's no.
It's wire. They use the fish wire.
Oh no, they have a it's connected to the glass itself.
Oh, okay. Usually they have a fish wire kind of thing that connects everything so that you don't see it.
No, there is no frame. These are frameless, and it's kind of a cool shape to the glass.
Yeah, that is kind of neat.
Yeah, kind of cool. So that's, big. So now when my phone rings, no matter how big the screens are, I still need the glasses.
I know, same here.
So
I can't read the small print without glasses.
Yeah, and so this is Thanksgiving week for the United States. Is it United States? It's not Canada.
No, Canada had it October, I think, 20th. I think it was October 20th or sometime last month. And what happens, let me tell you the story of Thanksgiving. See, the Canadians have it first.
The story of Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Pilgrims?
That's right. This is the Pilgrims. It's Charlie Brown. I need Charlie Brown music. But anyway, what happens is the Canadians have it first, and all the turkeys they don't catch come running over to the border. We catch them, and that's how we eat them. That's just the way it is.
That's so funny.
That's why we don't want parity on Thanksgiving between them and us. They have to have different dates so we can catch the remaining turkeys.
Is that what it is? Okay, yeah. We catch the runaways.
Yeah, and the turkeys that don't get caught actually wind up in political office, but that's a different issue. So
let's not go there again. But yeah, we have a lot to talk about. One, happy Thanksgiving to everyone this week. So everyone's trying to cram all their work into a couple days. And today's kind of my last day of work for the week, but I'll be working the whole week with stuff going on. But it's we're gonna go down and work at the rescue mission tomorrow, and then we're going skiing on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we're having fun. What are you guys doing?
We are just going to be having a family lunch, and what we always do before every lunch is we try to have a little story about why we're grateful, why we should be grateful, and not just be grateful on one day, but be grateful every day.
Exactly.
Because there's so much darn good that happens in our lives, even though sometimes you think it doesn't. And there's an old saying: "There's not bad that for good doesn't come." So be grateful.
Wait, did Rick just go? Did he just do a poem for us?
No, it's just a little saying. There's not bad that for good doesn't come.
Misty. I love Misty on that one. That is true, and we need to remember that.
Yeah, and we should be grateful. I mean, look. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff for even if you're having a bad time. Exactly. You know what? Look at it as an opportunity to get better.
Well, and we don't appreciate the good times if we didn't have the bad times.
That's true.
And and we don't appreciate good phones until we have great phones.
That's true. Speaking of which, now Gina has a secret phone, and I'm going to show you real quickly. This is my new phone, so let me show this one. This is the Samsung Galaxy S3. I still kept my iPhone. Whoops, let me turn it back on.
Same thing.
So here we go.
Yours is nicely protected in a case, I see.
I have the OtterBox.
Yeah.
Which is a great carrying case. So here we go. That's the phone. Let me bring it a little bit closer. You can see it.
Love it.
The nice thing about this 4.8-inch screen, it's not very heavy. It's probably heavier because I have the OtterBox case on it,
it's so light.
Which is a solid case. But here you go. You've got all the. It's got a beautiful camera on this. This makes the iPhone camera look like a joke.
Okay, is it 7 megapixels? Isn't it?
It's 8.
Oh, is it 8?
It's got 8, and it has all sorts of really nice software built into it. You can buy apps on the iPhone to get about half the functionality this has without it. It's got scene mode. It's got all sorts of stuff that you can go into, and it's just a nice phone. I find it faster than the iPhone 5. The screen is, I think, nicer. I've looked at both. Actually, after seeing the iPhone 5, I've decided, you know what? I've had 4 iPhones. I finally went back to, I had one Android, which was the Bionic, which I thought was a piece of junk, and went back to Android with this one. And I also like certain things about Android always, which I didn't like about iPhone, meaning I don't have to do it their way. If I want to rearrange my screens in any which way, it's real easy.
Right.
I mean, for all of you who have iPhones, and believe me, I've had 4 of them. I still have my iPad. I like my iPad. But you have your screen here, and you can do, let me zoom in a little bit. I can just do something simple like just move my fingers, and now I can see I just scrunch my fingers so you can see all the different home screens you have.
Right.
So you don't get that in iPhone. This is a really cool
feature
which lets you.
I loved it. I mean, and it takes fabulous pictures. I literally use this.
Takes good video too, even in low light. I was surprised at how good the low light was.
Now, yesterday in the mail, I got my next Verizon toy. You know, they send me these gadgets every couple months, and I got the new Nokia. Okay, it's the Nokia Lumia 822 Windows phone.
Yeah, and it looks nice.
The first thing I noticed is look how big it is. I
mean, you want to put it a little closer so it's not hitting the light?
Let's see. So here's the my Galaxy Nexus, or my Galaxy 2. 3. What am I?
You have a 3. You have a 3.
I have 3. I have a Galaxy S3. I've had so many of them I can't remember. But so this is the 2 of them together.
So it's a little bit. Which one's the biggest one? The Galaxy?
Galaxy is thinner and bigger.
Okay.
But the Windows phone.
It's no slouch. What is it? 4.5?
Yeah, 4.5. Now, here's the thing that's interesting about this one, and I'm really excited to start playing with the camera because it has 8 megapixel camera, but it's the Carl Zeiss lens.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and supposedly that's one of the really great features. And then I also noticed on here, I just got it yesterday, so I was playing with it. But if you use a lot of Office products and you use, Excel and PowerPoint and it actually has the full apps right on here, which is really cool. So I'm curious to see what you can do on there, but it came on the phone, so that was nice. And it has some cool things like the family room. So again, the concept of the Windows Phone is very customizable for the way you use your phone. So you can have, and at first I wasn't sure I would like this block feature.
I love that.
Yeah, I do like that. I thought it seemed like it didn't have enough white space or something.
I think it looks really good.
I like that.
Actually, they did something that very few people do. They got some good designers to make an accessible, simple interface. Yeah,
it's really interesting. And again, I'm just starting to put. You can make the boxes on here bigger, smaller. You can customize what apps you want, just like you can on obviously any phone. But and then the camera's supposed to be great. What I did right away. See, I don't have a Hotmail account. I don't use Microsoft products.
Right.
Per se. I mean, I do use Office and PowerPoint occasionally.
Yeah.
But like the Nexus, the Google products, you log in using your Gmail and everything populates. Well, nothing populated because everything is Hotmail. So I had to go create an account. I
thought Hotmail was dead, but okay, I guess it isn't.
Everything syncs with Hotmail. So, and then the photos and everything will save, but it's through the Microsoft, product. So pretty cool, but I really like it. It's really light.
Now, have you tried it as a phone?
Yeah, the phone works. I mean, it's great.
It's clear. Yeah. It's nice.
Well,
Nokia makes fairly good phones, but they're not popular anymore.
Well, and that's why I'm really curious because I really like it's a little thicker, than the Galaxy, but
it is thicker. Okay.
You look at
it is thicker.
Size.
Looks more like an iPhone. Well, is it more iPhone thickness? Actually, iPhone 4 kind of thickness.
You know what? It is like an iPhone, but it's lighter because it's plastic.
Okay.
Which I don't know how people feel about that, but now a lot of these phones, when you take the backs off, it's a piece of plastic.
Well, the nice thing is though, you can take the back off on those, which you can't on an iPhone. If you want a bigger battery, if you want anything else, you can't. You still can't, and I don't think you ever will. So there's pros and cons to all of these, but yeah, I've been looking forward to that Windows Phone coming out. I was actually going to get it about 6 months ago, but it wasn't out yet. And it looks pretty good.
It's interesting. And Don asked, "Am I using it, or I'm just?" Verizon send it. I get to keep them. They send them to me, and I do have an additional. Like on our family plan, we have 5 lines. There's only 4 of us, but we have 5 lines, and I ended up doing that because I broke a phone. As a matter of fact, it was the Galaxy, the Nexus Galaxy. What was the one I had?
No, you had the Nexus.
Yeah. That one,
4 of them.
I ended up, I had 4 of them, and then I finally got it working, and then I left it out in the rain. And so I went, and I didn't want to pay full price for another phone, so I did the thing of adding another line for $10 a month to get the phone.
Yeah,
cheaper.
we've done that twice already, so we're at 5 right now because of that.
It works because when they send me test phones, what they really want me to do, they want me to stop using my Galaxy S3 and put it into this. But what I do is now I have 2, and I'm playing with all the features on this, but then I use mine as my phone.
Right.
I'll know more. Again, I just got this yesterday afternoon, so I'll know more by next week. But I really like the look of it. I like the feel of the phone, the size. Again, I like the big screen, so I think that's...
Now, it's interesting enough, I went to the Apple store last Friday. This is a Friday night, and nobody was looking at the phones. Nobody was looking at the iPhone. Everybody was looking at either the iPad mini or the iPad. And by the way, I did get the new iPad, the 4th generation. I kind of got it begrudgingly. It's sort of like, I don't really want to get it that much, but I felt we need to be on top of it because of what we do.
Wait, did you trade your other one for that?
No, I kept it. We kept it. That's going down to... Actually, my wife's keeping that one. And actually, no, that one's going into the office just as an office. Anybody wants to do some graphics work on it. It's kind of cool for some of the photo apps. But, okay, I have the 4, the 4th generation, which I think Apple blew, by the way. You don't make a 3rd generation in March and immediately 6 months later or 7 months later come up with a 4th generation.
Okay, but I heard a really good argument for that, because that's what I thought too. I was like, gosh, now they're making you want this. But if there's new technology that comes out and it's ready to be brought to market, why shouldn't they make upgrades? Like, why? Right,
but the problem is people are going, "Hey, I just bought this."
But there's not that big of a difference. It really.
Well, the price is the same. No, it's faster. That's it. I haven't seen any difference. Oh, it's also got a Retina display, and that is nice. The Retina display is clear.
But here's a question: does it have the new power?
It's got that stupid little dongle. Yeah,
the tiny dongle.
It's the little small one, so it doesn't fit in any of your audio equipment or anything you might have. So you have to either get adapters, which Apple didn't carry, which I thought was sort of odd. They didn't have any in stock. I don't know. I like it. It's nice. It's really sharp. It's faster. But is it? I mean, do you really notice the speed that much? Sometimes. It loads faster. Network is Wi-Fi is faster. I don't know. It's the same price, and it's sort of funny. You go to the Apple store; they sell all of them. They sell the 3rd and the 4th, and nobody's buying the 3rd, obviously. So you just kind of go, why bother? It's the same price.
I'm thinking of that. See, if you're looking for holiday gifts, if you can get them, go online and look for the 3rd generation that people are selling cheaper,
right? Because
they want the 4th one or whatever, one of those. This might be a way to get a good gift.
That's true. Yeah. So it's okay. I mean, it's nice. I like it. I just keep thinking already it's just too soon. I mean, I think they're rushing it out only because they don't want to produce the old dongles anymore. So they just rushed it out. It's a new chip, and I don't know. It's a great iPad. I'm starting to become slightly Apple disillusioned with all the stuff they're doing. I'm just not as impressed with some of the new stuff as I was with some of their older stuff. Or maybe they're losing a little bit of that. Okay, it's been there, done that. After a while, you go, okay. Like I said, the iPhone 5, when I looked at it, it's idiotic. They stretched the screen out, so you've got a 4-inch screen, but it's stretched out so you get black bars on the sides of most of your applications and most of your videos. So it looks like crap. I mean, sorry guys. Apple
will never be invited.
Apple, that was a big fail. But
Dawn just gave us a great tip. She said Apple might be running a Black Friday special that might include the 3. So
yeah, and they'll probably give you five. And you know, when Apple runs specials, it's like, hey, you get $5 off.
Well,
they're so generous.
Have you already started to put your tent outside of Apple's
No.
That's so crazy. These people that are putting their tents out on Monday, yesterday, there were people camping outside of Best Buy.
I know.
Dude,
I know. But you know what? These are people who are on welfare who aren't working. Get a job. It's like,
seriously, they're
geez.
sitting out there for an entire week. Thanksgiving they're going to have on the tent in front of I just think that's so crazy. But anyway, here's a funny story, and Rick, I told you this earlier. Some of you may have seen this morning in the news, but you know, the Microsoft Surface, the tablet, is out. Well, if Oprah says something is great, then it usually sells like crazy, especially around the holidays. So she put out a tweet that said one of her favorite things, and she did hashtag favorite things. So again, you just look up that hashtag favorite things. If it's on there, people are going crazy trying to find those, because if Oprah says it's great. So she put the new Surface is one of her favorite things for the holidays.
And that's the Microsoft Surface.
Microsoft Surface, and sent that out as a tweet. Unfortunately, when she tweeted it, at the bottom, if you're using Hootsuite, it'll say sent from Hootsuite. If you're using your iPad, it says sent from Twitter on iPad. Well, she was tweeting about the Surface being one of her favorite things, and it said sent from Twitter on iPad. So it was one of these things that hit the news, and they deleted it right away, so I'm sure they'll have to repost. So she gave them away on her favorite things show Sunday night. Oh, see? And I do think it was probably one of those innocent mistakes, because I'm sure Oprah isn't sitting there tweeting. She has somebody doing that for her, or at least, you know, with her. So I think it's one of those things, if you have an iPad, obviously you're tweeting stuff out on your iPad, and so it got sent out.
Somebody's head has rolled.
Yes.
Hey, speaking of the new iPad, here's another real big irritation. You know, on the iPad 3 or the third generation or whatever they want to call it, every app ran. A lot of apps are not running on the 4. For example, TweetDeck will not run on the 4. It won't even find it, because these are I guess, iPhone apps, and they're not running. I mean, there's a lot of apps I can't get to run on it. They're not even in the store. They just won't pop up. And you just go, So that's just something to keep in mind. If you're relying on an iPad with certain apps, you may not get that app.
Check them out in the store before you.
Yeah, because some of those apps may not work, or they may not work yet.
Right.
So it's just sort of a minor irritant, but just little things that you got to keep on top of. Well,
Rick, I think it's time to brighten your day. We're going to talk about something. It's your favorite topic.
I know.
It's your favorite. I got excited this week because there was so much news about Pinterest. I said, we need to do a whole show just about Pinterest to make Rick's day. Because we haven't said Pinterest in a few weeks, I don't think, anyway.
We did. Actually, the last guest said Pinterest.
Oh.
James actually said it once, and I went, oh, God, even the guy's saying it now.
Yeah, Pinterest.
Everybody says it.
Everybody's talking Pinterest.
I did go look at Pinterest this morning just to see. It has to be one of the ugliest websites ever put on the face of the earth. It's
what?
That's it?
Shut your mouth.
Go to the homepage. It's just downright ugly.
Oh, but Pinterest just, like, literally I have times when I have a sense of longing.
Longing?
For being in Pinterest. I feel like, I haven't been in there for a while to see.
You know, you now have your new glasses. Maybe you'll look at it and go, wait, you're right. It's not that pretty.
No, now I see it more clearly. I'm like, what have I been missing all my life? But there was some big news in the last, actually 2 weeks of news in Pinterest world. And one being, and this happened 2 weeks ago, where they rolled out these secret boards. And the secret boards, at first I thought, why would you create a board that was secret? Because the whole idea is to show everybody, these are all the things that I love collecting. But then I started thinking, okay, I guess if I was planning a surprise party, I could pin things because, for example, for my daughters, they're on Pinterest. So if I were trying to plan something and I was finding cake ideas or decorations that I wanted to use or gift ideas, they would say there's no way that they do. But in my dreams, I think my daughters go to my Pinterest boards and go, wow, our mom is so cool. But they don't. But you could create a secret Pinterest board for that. And then I started thinking, wow, Christmas boards. You might want to start collecting ideas for gifts for people. Wait, are you actually showing Pinterest?
Yeah, except for some odd reason it's not coming in full screen. Let me shrink it a little bit.
Yeah, so you could have a board for Christmas gift ideas or things you're going to get as you were planning. And although if you were really organized, so organized that you would do this, you probably already have all your Christmas shopping done. But I started thinking of ideas that you could. Now, other people started sharing ideas. There's a Pinterest chat, by the way. There's a pin chat on Sunday nights, and it was kind of cool because people were sharing ideas like when they do a team presentation, they share ideas like infographics, and they create this secret board that their team shares. So you can share your board with specific people, but it's not open to the world to see. So there's some pretty creative ways. Again, once people get in there, they get real creative.
Now we are showing Pinterest right now. This is the actual website. And you think this is pretty?
Oh, Rick, look at it's just images. It's beautiful.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it just looks sort of.
Pictures. I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know. It looks like they put 5 minutes of effort into it.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, it doesn't just look all that.
Well, you need to go to my Pinterest boards because they're just beautiful. They're beautiful. And
Okay, but I would have to log in to do that.
I don't think so. I think you just go to pinterest.com/GinaSchreck.
Oh, let me try that.
And it shows my board to repin or comment. You have to, but so secret boards. You can create 3 secret boards, and so you can have up to 3, and then you can invite specific people.
There we are
on your boards.
Okay, and we're on your board now.
Yeah. So see,
I have a very nice mustache on that board.
It's Movember. Mustache. I tried to change all my profile pictures to that. But
you have a nice mustache on that picture.
Okay, that was like a day and a half growth right there. So I thought the secret boards. The more I thought about it, I thought of some cool ideas, and I did see that was, a cool idea for companies and for people to use as they're planning. Then the second thing they rolled out was company accounts. Now, we have a couple of our clients that we use Pinterest for meeting planners, that we attract meeting planners. We have another art wine company that we pin a lot of different wines, and we have a board of different art collections that we find. And so we created them as personal accounts, and then you can so if you're a business, if you're using Pinterest for your business, you can just now convert over to a business account. And I don't know that it's open to, Pinterest is no longer invite only. It used to be you had to be invited to be on Pinterest. Now it's open to everyone. But they're rolling the corporate brand pages out because somebody said they went to click on it and nothing happened.
So what's a corporate brand page?
Well, you get a little bit of a bigger, like on the top of my page there, it's very visual, but the corporate pages have a bigger area for your corporate identity and your brand. And then, but really, when I looked at it, it's pretty much the same. So you can either take your Pinterest account and convert it to a company account, or you can start from scratch if you don't have a company page. But there are a lot of companies now, and one that I always tell people to go look at is Sharpie, the markers. Sharpie has a really cool Pinterest. There's a lot of companies doing great things on Pinterest and Instagram, both of those. And I'm seeing like Whole Foods. If you go to Whole Foods Pinterest account, they have lots of recipes, ideas for staying healthy, eating healthy, cooking healthy, obviously. There's Amazon has a Pinterest account, and they have
we're on the Sharpie page right now. I think that's how we spell it. Is this it?
SHARPIE.
Why did it not? Yeah, that's it.
IE. Yeah.
IE.
See if I can see.
So if we scroll down.
Although, see, that says Sarah Smith. I don't think that's the one. It must be something, the name.
Well, let's try the Amazon one.
Because initially on Pinterest, people were tagging a lot of, they were setting up affiliate accounts and then putting stuff from Amazon on their Pinterest board. So when people clicked on it and bought it, they would get, their affiliate.
Okay, so there's the Amazon official site.
Yeah, so see how that, and they really aren't taking advantage of much on the graphic, but because their graphic is very simple. But you have it's a little different look for a corporate page.
And that's it, a very short little page.
Yeah, they haven't put a whole lot on there. Nice nose shower dispenser or something there. But it's a way that you can highlight things that your company is doing, things that, products your company likes. So we're familiar with Pinterest. So that's good. There's also if you are using Pinterest and you want to be alerted when somebody repins or shares your content, there's a site called Pin Alerts. Pinalerts.com, and you can set up.
Hey, Verizon's out there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Verizon's got they showed a lot of funny. They actually had a bunch of those e-cards made. Their smartphone glossary board there. I've looked on there, and they have some fun things that again are good to share.
Now, is it only pictures, or can you put other stuff up like videos, things like that?
Do videos.
You can.
Videos. Now, if you go, that's why I always say, if you go to your website. If you install the pin widget, so you can go to the home page of Pinterest and install the widget on your browser, and then when you are searching a website somewhere, and I always tell people, go to your own website and then click on the little widget, the Pin It widget. If no graphics come up, that means you don't have any pictures that are shareable on your website. And you need to make sure when you're blogging, you use pictures so your blog can be pinnable. So I have a board that has all my blog posts. So when I blog, then I pin it to my blog board. So, think graphically now. Everything's about the picture. So definitely you want to...
Okay, now, if somebody wants to go on Pinterest, okay, there's a lot of guys still aren't on Pinterest.
They fear it.
What is the real reason anybody would want to go on Pinterest
as
opposed to putting stuff on a Facebook or something else?
Well, I look at it and go, to me, it's interesting. If I'm looking for ideas to blog about, you can actually go on Pinterest and type in specific topics that you're looking at and get inspiration, with pictures. You can also share a picture and make sure you're crediting to wherever that picture came from. So, yeah, you can... There's a lot of things, you can either use it more as a consumer to kind of look for ideas or products, or you can... If you're someone who loves to cook, there's tons of recipes, gift ideas you would find on Pinterest. You can actually find things that are in specific categories. There's people that you end up following because you really like everything they pin, or you like the stuff that they talk about. If you find someone who's a big gadget person and they pin a lot of great, unique gadgets, you follow their pin. So when they pin something new, you're able to see it and check out new gadgets and things. So it's a curation site of... So
for example, if I like microphones and I come up with a gear site,
right?
You could get people to go look at all the different kind of gear. And you said you could also tie it into an Amazon account. Let's say you're a reseller.
You used to be able to do this affiliate, and they kind of scrapped that whole thing. I'm not sure why or what the latest is on that. I should check. But it used to be that right away on Pinterest, people started... swapping out the link. So if I got the picture from Amazon, then I could go in and change the link to be my affiliate link. Well, Pinterest was putting a nix to that because they're saying if you got the image from Amazon, you have to give credit to where that link came from. So I still look at it and go, if you have an affiliate account, now maybe if you share the picture on your website and you have an affiliate account set up and you are an affiliate for that product, then pin it from your website. So then that would be legal. But if you're getting it from somewhere else and changing the links out, they're saying that's not correct. It is. See, Larry's got it right. Pinterest is a place for hoarders, and it allows you to have your house clutter-free and just hoard everything on your boards. So it's interesting. It's an interesting.
Oh my gosh, he's there.
What?
Look. It's the Larry Straining Pinterest site.
Exactly. Look at Larry's page.
Wow, now I feel I've got to catch up with Larry.
All
right, dude, I'm on you.
Yeah. See, you've got to get on there.
He has no pictures on there, though. He's completely and totally incognito.
Pins.
Hey, Larry, isn't this a picture site?
6 boards, 0 pins. Oh, well, it won't be hard to catch up with them then.
Yeah.
Let the pinning
Okay, now I have a question for Larry. Now, Larry's in the chat room. Larry. Now, Larry, I want you to look at me in the eye. Okay, just look at me in the eye and, Larry, why are you on Pinterest and not putting any pictures up?
Because he's just consuming. He's looking.
You're consuming.
Yeah.
Okay, Larry, you're looking for girls, aren't you? No.
There are some great images on there. Yeah, I say we do a competition. Rick and Larry, 30 days. Who could have the most creative and manly? I don't know. I think
that might be fun.
Might be a good challenge. So definitely.
I've been through therapy. I can now actually say the word Pinterest, so this is good.
We've been able to get you to say the word Pinterest. So, and the fact you brought up the website.
I still have a blonde wig I can put on just in case and get into the Pinterest mood.
Your Pinterest photo could be you in disguise because you don't want people thinking that you're on there. And so if you want to create a business page, you can go to business.pinterest.com and it'll show you how to convert your page. If indeed you set it up as a business, like we have our clients' pages set up, and now we need to convert them to a corporate account.
All right. So as a business, what would be the main purpose of having, like for example, in Larry's case, he has it as himself. So there seems to be no purpose to that page because it's blank. But as a business, here we go. Let's go look at Larry's page again. But he has a really nice picture of himself. That's a good shot.
Larry's so funny.
Anyway.
He says, yeah, these are all suggested things. So see, the thing about Larry and Jeff, we'll be watching this later, Jeff, I know. So Larry and Jeff, they're just obedient. We tell them they should create a Pinterest account, and they do.
Okay. Now, Larry, look at me in the eye again. She just called us out on being obedient.
Exactly.
It's what it's all about. It starts with this, and then it's over. You'll be wearing a little collar soon and a leash. We're dead. We're hosed. Yes.
Hey, I'm not immune to that. James told me I should buy this bag, and because it's for your, which is again, this is a great gift idea. So I'm going to tell you guys to buy it. But the brand L&S, and they're on Facebook. They also have a Pinterest account board. But this is a great laptop bag. Now, what I like about it is the inside is light color, so it's easy to see stuff in a bag instead of dark. And then it actually, okay, I'm going to show you some of my favorite features of this. You can put your iPad in or your laptop in, and I have the one for a 15-inch laptop. But to me, one of the coolest features when you're traveling is it has this zipper on one side that you can slip over the handle of your rolly bag, and then you kind of snug it around the handle so it stays on without falling. This is important. Guys won't understand that, but women, you'll get that. And it actually is a really great bag. It has lots of compartments for your phones in the front, pens, and everything. So Neen told me, as a productivity person, she says, you need to get one of these bags. And what do? I go online, I order it that day. And if you go to their Facebook page, it actually had a discount code that I used to save 20%. So L&S. I wish I could remember what that stood for, but I don't remember. L&S.
Lots of stuff.
Lots and stuff. So that was another great gift idea. Yeah, Larry and Jeff, you don't have to, although you could buy that as a gift for someone. It doesn't have to be for you. Rucksack. Oh, see, I need to check that out. She prefers rucksack. And, yeah, there's, if you're looking at holiday gift ideas, I mean, think of things to put our gadgets in, because now everyone has so many gadgets that we might want to look at fun gadget keepers for these things. So I think that's fun. But how about apps, Rick? Before we close our show, any fun apps that you have? Because you know why I always do.
No, I haven't really. I've been downloading some apps, but I haven't really spent a lot of time. And I didn't prep, unfortunately, for the show as far as apps. So I don't have any specific one in mind. There's just a lot of good apps out there. I did buy a new game the other day. That was sort of fun, but it was brand new. I don't even remember what it's called. Something Shadow Gun. It was a first-person shooter, and I was just looking at the graphics. The graphics were really good. So from that point of view, it was sort of fun.
Okay, well, see, I have things like Holiday Picture It that puts faces on like the turkey. Take a picture of the turkey, take a picture of faces. You know, those are important apps. But I do like fun apps. And then I like, we just, actually, the Schrecklet showed us one that, or maybe it was Kirk. I think it might have been the captain. And you may have heard of this one. It's called the Akinator. A-K-I, and this is on iOS. It's not on Android. Akinator, A-K-I-N-A-T-O-R. It's a great game when you have a bunch of people around and you want to play kind of like 20 questions. So you have to pick, like I would say, okay, Rick, think of a person or a character. It could be anybody, dead or alive, real or make-believe. You have to think of a character, and then I ask you questions. So the Akinator comes up with like, are you alive? Are you bald? Are you? And it has, and it will guess 90% of the time. It will guess your person.
Really?
In less than 20 questions.
Really?
So it's a fun game when you have a bunch of people together to play.
I got to try that one.
So there's also another one that's quite.
I know some really arcane people. I bet you it won't get it.
Well, that's what we were trying to stump it. So we were coming up with like from what's that? It was the Proud Family. And it was like a cartoon, and it was one of the women, and it guessed it. I mean, my daughter thought of one from Kim Possible cartoon, and it was the little naked mole rat, and guessed that one. So we were like, man, this thing.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so that was a fun party game on it. that is there. So, okay, so Doodlecast, Larry is saying Doodlecast Pro.
Doodlecast, what's that one?
Pro. And then Spreaker. And lynda.com. Gosh.
Lynda.com is always great. Yep.
Yeah, that is a good one for learning. Inkflow. Don's recommendations. Inkflow, Ink Artist, Paper. I do use Paper.
Paper is pretty cool.
I love the drawing apps. And our new website that we're launching in January, I want to do a bunch of fun images that I've drawn using either paper or maybe one of these. Mashup is another one. So, yeah, I like, during the holidays, I like question games where you have to ask people. And there's actually another one that's just called Ask. I think it's Ask Me. And it in parties and family gatherings, it's always fun because you go around the table and everybody has to answer the questions.
Now, there's one I loaded the other day that looked pretty good, and it was called MyPad, social media.
MyPad.
MyPad, and it looked interesting. It takes a very graphical approach to social media, and I don't have it on this one. This is my older iPad, but it did it's kind of neat. Though I noticed that I keep having trouble. I don't know if it's Twitter. Every time it says you authorize your app, it just keeps coming back 100 times, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Well, you know what? Twitter took away the API from a lot of these third-party apps.
Maybe that's what's going on. Why?
That's what it is.
So they're not working.
Yeah, they won't work. They won't work without the API.
I couldn't get Osforo to work. I couldn't get any of them to work anymore.
I think Osforo was another one that got their API removed.
Why? Any reason why? Or?
Well, they just wanted more. I think, number one,
do we have to use the wonderful Twitter app, which is a piece of crap, or is that the whole goal?
They wanted you seeing their ads, was what I thought the reason was. Yeah, so I think, some of the...
Yeah, okay, Twitter's over.
Well, see, that's why Hootsuite is still... Hootsuite's the one
They're still there for some odd reason. Hopefully they don't kill that one.
I don't think they will. Too many people use Hootsuite and...
well, yeah, if they took Hootsuite out, you'd have a problem doing half of your business.
Oh, you could
do it, but you'd have to go to different tools.
We'd have to find another tool. Yeah, because, we rely on...
Twitcaster is probably your other best bet.
There's a lot of them out there now, but...
Yeah, but that's not web-based.
Table topics. Gosh, I was going crazy going, what is the fun game that we play? It's not called questions. called Table Topics. That to me is a great one. If you download Table Topics, there's a free version, and then you can download more, but they have ones for holidays. They have ones for happy hour if you're hanging out with a bunch of friends that are, so the questions are a little different. They have the starter set, first date, which would be really awkward, I think, to be doing any of those kind of question games on a first date. But in flight, which would really annoy people that you're sitting next to, so that would be a good one. There's one called Gourmet, so it's all questions about your favorite foods, your favorite wines, your favorite place that you've eaten. So they're really good for, and I love at holidays, we always put questions under everyone's plate, and then you have to answer some question that tells us kind of more about you. And so I think Table Topics is a great holiday, good question, getting the discussions going. Oh, Telestrations. Larry said, Telestration. It's a cross between the old telephone game and Pictionary. Oh my gosh.
That sounds sort of fun.
Yeah. I love playing games. And so holiday time, we always get, everybody comes over here and we cook a dinner and then we sit around and play games. So that's what I'm going to do. So hopefully everybody has fun plans for the holiday. And here's my challenge, everyone. Take pictures. Take pictures. Capture those memories. I'll be taking them with my new Windows phone with the Carl Zeiss lens. I'm impressed so far. I'm impressed. I'll be giving you more info on that phone. But yeah, hopefully everybody has a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And next week, this is exciting because we all loved when Georgia was here before. Georgia McCabe. She was Mama Gigi. She's so knowledgeable.
Sorry.
I was like,
big thumb missed right button.
The all-wise Mama Gigi will be here next week, and she's going to talk about some fun ways to use promotions for holidays. So for the holidays coming up in December, we're going to talk about some tools to use for your business as you promote for the holidays.
That sounds great.
Yeah. So that's fun.
Anyway, have a great Thanksgiving, everyone, and we'll see you guys all
next week. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving and rest of the week. For those of you outside the U.S., we're thankful for you.
Have a good one, everyone. Thanks a lot. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.